Hello everybody and welcome to another Fight a Subscriber, where a subscriber has sent me a craft and I pit it against my own. My new and improved lineup for Season 3, which you can see here. Just to clarify something quickly, because I have been asked in the comments, Season 3 is now close to new entries. There's an entire preliminary round before we get to this point, and I needed to finalise the entries for this, so my apologies for that. But please feel free to send me any craft anyway, and I will try to feature them in my my mailbag live streams, which I will be resuming as soon as the preliminaries are finished. And of course no one's missed out on their opportunity entirely. There will be more Fighter Subscriber after this season, and I will be trying to work out a way to squeeze even more of your craft in there. But anyway, let's go and meet the craft that will be trying to put my fighters through their paces today. So this is the XF-1 Gladius, the second of only two crafts so far to have won all 5 of their rounds in the preliminaries. It's another drone, it has a single Saturn engine, it has 2 Vulcan cannons and 6 missiles, which might leave you thinking, well, it doesn't seem like this craft would pack a hell of a punch, but it is a very stealthy aircraft. In the preliminary round, my craft had a great deal of difficulty locking AMRAAMs onto it. Its stealth capabilities were so good, I really wasn't sure about this craft. I thought it might be overpowered, but no, I've had a closer examination of it, and it's absolutely fine and within the rules. So onwards we go. As usual, I have taken this craft up for a test flight. It is very manoeuvrable, but having only the single engine, it does lose a lot of speed in the turn. Fortunately, though, it is a very light craft, so it can regain that speed pretty quickly and shouldn't suffer too many problems from that. But of course, this is just speculation. Let's go chuck it into a fight and see how it fares. So, to kick things off and leading the new and improved lineup for Season 3, the XF-1 Gladius will be going up against my more unconventional Clubtail. Let's get them into the air. And so this first fight starts. I'm going to switch over to the Clubtails quickly because during the preliminaries it was very much a case of my own craft, the Cyclones, being almost completely unable to get an AMRAAM lock on these crafts. So I just want to see how they fare this time around. Those are coming very close. I think the Clubtails should be able to dodge them though, and maybe get off one of their own. The Clubtails not as manoeuvrable, it seems, as the Gladius is. The Gladius is closing the distance quickly though, keeping them on the back, keeping the Clubtails on the back foot with their missile barrage though. Jebediah Kerman will be lucky to dodge that one, and doesn't. Valentina Kerman now has gunfire coming in from 2 of the Gladiuses. Gladii, oh, let's not start that again. Yes, it's the Clubtails on the back foot this early on. Be very interesting to see how the Clubtails can come back from this. It doesn't look like they're going to. Daphne Kerman's craft just explodes, and I don't think she's got enough left to control this one. She will just be tumbling into the ground like so. Not you. Valentina Kerman then. Losing parts. Lost a couple of control surfaces, should be just about controllable, popping countermeasures. I think there might be a Sidewinder coming in. Where is it coming in from? One thing we've learnt about recent versions of BD Armory is that those Sidewinders launched from close range can be extremely dangerous. 2 sets of gunfire coming in now. Valentina Kerman now missing 3 control surfaces, now missing a lot more. Her craft is shredded. Just about has enough to keep a little bit of control, does she? No. Continues to spin out. Loses a lot more, just down to the cockpit and the canards, and that is the Clubtails out of there. A convincing victory in the first fight for the Gladiuses. So some brutal efficiency there from the Gladiuses in that first fight, but now we move on to the second round, where they will be facing my Panthers. Will these craft fare any better? Well, let's go and find out, shall we? So here we go again. I kind of want to follow the Panthers in because I want to see if they have any more luck getting their missiles away, but this is the feature craft for the episode, so we kind of need to focus on this. We can see how they're doing. 2 missiles a target for this craft, as I said, just the 2 AMRAAMs this time, and normally they do get close in enough, not quite close in enough that I'd launch some Sidewinders, but close enough that they might possibly be effective, and one of the Panthers is gone already to an AMRAAM. It is not looking good for the Panthers. This is more the sort of range where I'd launch a Sidewinder, where they can be devastatingly effective. That Panther seems to dodge with relative ease, but now has a hail of gunfire coming in. Oh, can the Panther come out of this one? It's gonna be tricky. That's the other Panther gone. I don't know what happened there from the cloud of debris. I'm guessing it might have been... Well, I can't tell. Might have been a missile kill. Here comes a Sidewinder by the looks of things. It's a little far away, but ooh, still comes in very close. Dodging gunfire. Jebediah Kerman, I'm not sure you're long for this world at the moment. Still with a full load of missiles, or at least is for the moment. Hasn't managed to get any of them away. And I think that's kind of the secret of the Gladius' success. It's kind of almost a strategy they've got. The craft can't lock on them from too far away, so the Gladiuses get them on the back foot and just keep them on the ropes. And it's worked to devastating effect so far. Jebediah Kerman missing a bunch of control surfaces. Should still be able to pull out of this, though. No, a little too unstable. Looks like he will succumb to the sea. Okay, so 2 perfect results so far for the Gladiuses, but yeah, their next opponent will be a very different kettle of fish. So a perfect score for the Gladiuses so far, but can they maintain that as we step things up a notch with my Red Hawks? Let's get them into the air. And so we start this final fight. Now, as I've mentioned, these craft, intentionally or not, do seem to benefit from a very definite strategy, as did the Pip drone from the last season of Fighter Subscriber, which actually made it through to the finals. But the problem we found with that is that once it came up against craft that was strong enough to counter it, then everything kind of fell apart, and the Red Hawks are a step above the club tail and the Panthers. So it'll be interesting to see if these Gladiuses can maintain that. The Red Hawks seem to do quite well so far. The Gladiuses coming in thick and fast with the Sidewinders, though, and those can be very dangerous. One of the Red Hawks gone already. That's a missile kill. The other 2 seem to be dodging okay for the moment, but the Gladius is laying guns down. Now, if I would bet on any of my craft to turn things back from 3-2 down, it would be these, but it's going to be a bit of a tough ask. This Red Hawk trying its hardest, actually managing to pull some serious manoeuvres, shakes this Gladius from its tail, might now come around and get some gunfire. It's going to need to be a quick revenge kill from my own craft. But it's already got another one of the Gladiuses on its tail. Let's go see how the Red Hawks are doing. This is the Red Hawk in question. Jebediah Kerman in a bit of trouble. Valentina Kerman not doing too well either. They've got to turn things around. Valentina in a bit of a one-on-one. If she can get herself turned around, then maybe there might be some salvaging this. Appears to have lost all of her missiles to gun damage, which might be an advantage. Makes the craft a lot lighter, a lot more nimble, but of course does mean she can't pop off any of those Sidewinders at close range to hopefully get a kill. Doing quite well, but only just managing to dodge at the moment. Doesn't seem to be in any danger of actually pulling it around and getting guns onto that Gladius, although now the Gladius has broken off. Valentina, I don't think she's sharp enough. And that, as we just watch on screen, is the other Red Hawk gone. The other Gladiuses, all 3 of them now turn their attention to Valentina. Missiles incoming, and this will be interesting. Valentina maybe a little too tail on to one of those missiles. It's not looking good. It's looking very bad indeed. Devastatingly effective. Devastatingly effective, the Gladius is. Yeah, anyway, let's go and close this one out. Okay, yeah, that was an impressive performance there from the XF-1 Gladius. I honestly thought my Red Hawks would be in with a shout of stopping them, and whilst they held on a little bit better than the other craft, ultimately, sadly, to no avail. If we bring up the leaderboard then, we can see that with 9 kills and 9 survivors, the XF-1 Gladius is sitting pretty on a perfect score of 18 points, which is going to be very, very difficult to match. It's only the second craft in all of Fighter Subscriber to have managed that. My huge thanks to Kelvas for this craft. It certainly made the competition interesting. If you've enjoyed today's video, please consider liking, subscribing, following me on Twitter, getting involved with the Discord, all the usual stuff, links down below. I will be back soon with some more Fighter Subscriber, but for now, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time.